Yo, what is up, Kings? I hope all is well. I don't know if you guys have seen this or how much you guys pay attention. It's totally understandable if you don't, because nobody gives a fuck about women's sports. The only people who give a fuck about women's sports are Europeans, a few boomer men who, have feminism totally beaten into them, and no longer have sex with their wives, and a few women here or there. But I digress. Caitlin Clark has long been a favorite of, I would say, a lot of boomer men, a lot of white people, because she's like, comparatively speaking, she's not super ugly. Again, comparatively speaking, because a lot of women who play basketball are not very attractive. She's definitely an interesting player from the standpoint of a lot of people like to see her in the realm of like Steph Curry or something like that. So quote unquote, they see her as an exciting basketball player, which, by the way, anything that she does, you can see tenfold in the NBA or college basketball. It's really not that interesting. But the main thing is she's fairly soft-spoken, and she's kind of like stayed neutral, and hasn't like shoved politics into the faces of many of the fans, and many fans are totally tired of politics being shoved in their faces. I originally was thinking of doing this video and in my normal studio and sharing the screen, but I don't think it's worth that. I think that this is a perfect video to just do kind of like how I'm doing now. So if you're not aware, she won Athlete of the Year by Time Magazine, a totally worthless award, which of course is political. It's very interesting to see kind of like the power dynamics within America emerge, because while she is white, she is female. So she still gets the award within the Oppression Olympics. She is white. It's not as bad as her being a white male, or even a male for that matter. So anyways, she wins this award, and I go on Twitter or X, whatever, and I see some people posting comments on what she said, and suffice it, I'm going to summarize it. It's not going to be verbatim or anything like that, but suffice it to say, in summation, she said that she is privileged. She apologized for her privilege, and that the WNBA has been built on the shoulders of black women. And it's just so funny, because it's like, what privilege are you talking about? The WNBA is predominantly black. You are the minority in the WNBA, which is why you have received so much backlash. So that's like, in summary, obviously it's not verbatim of what she said. If you want to check it, I'm sure you can find it on Twitter easily enough, or just looking it up online. And so you have a lot of right-wing figures coming out and saying, that they support her, but she missed the mark on this one. And it's like, guys, it's not fucking surprising that she said this. I knew, and I'm actually an Iowa Hawkeye fan, I knew that it was only a matter of time before she said something like this. Okay, she works for, okay, let's start here. She is a white, female, college-educated individual. Okay? Let's just start there. There's a high likelihood of her being fairly liberal. She is a modern woman in every sense of the word. She makes her own big girl money. If you don't know, she is dating a former Iowa point guard, the son of Fran McCaffrey. His name is Connor McCaffrey, who is now a coach. Not only that, but she works in quite possibly one of the most liberal or left-wing ideological organizations in the world in the WNBA. Okay? You don't think that there's been pressure for her to say something like this? Now, I'm not saying that excuses what she said, because it was dumb as fuck what she said, but I'm just saying it's not surprising. And this is why you should never pedestalize any people that it has like any sort of clout or is in the mainstream or has notoriety, because without a doubt they will almost always let you down. It's not surprising she said this, and I think it will only get worse as time goes on. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she becomes a lesbian, okay, and starts dating women, as most of the WNBA is filled with lesbians. So it's just funny to see something like this. There's not really much more to be said, but I saw all these right-wing figures so devastated by it. And it's just like, man, do they live under a rock? Did they really think that she was like this right-wing conservative? I guess a lot of them said that they liked that she was neutral and didn't speak on a lot of these things, and allowed her play to do the talking for her, which I guess is true, and I prefer that as well. But I knew that was not going to last for long. You know, it's only a matter of time before, you know, a big individual like Caitlin Clark, who is very popular, probably has a PR team, probably has a team in general, and outside of her team on the court, of course, and they probably pressured her to say something like this. And don't be surprised if she actually believes this shit herself. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, comment. You guys know the drill. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy will on facts or feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. I love you, kings. See you guys next time. Christ is king. Peace.